Hi guys! So I just reached 200 subscribers this week, and this is really cool of how far my channel has grown. Not sure what to expect for future subscribers, but I'll probably focus on talking about channels before I focus on other ideas for next month. Okay, so in this video, since the Tubi video I've made, I think it would be a good time to talk about top cartoon shows I used to watch as a kid, and perhaps someday your kids can check them out too. And while not all the shows have not yet been on Tubi, here are a few of the 90s show hits they included. For a small history, Cartoon Network started around 1993 with The Moxie Show, alongside with Space Ghost in 1994 and What a Cartoon in 1995. 1996 would be the big year for Cartoon Network, which kick-started everyone's favorite era shows down the road. Dexter's Laboratory, that aired on April 27, 1996, is about a kid named Dexter who's a scientist, with his sister Dee Dee, who sometimes drives him crazy. This show is basically have some recurring segments episodes in the show, such as Dial M for Monkey and the Justice Friends. When it comes to remembering the show, and watched a little bit on Tubi, the animation is still good. I do recalling remembering some episode moments, and the film too, and it is also its 30th anniversary of it. So hey, a good time to rewatch it, right? While Johnny Bravo is still on Amazon, Cow and Chicken coming soon on Tubi, The Powerpuff Girls that aired on November 18, 1988 was the one show that I remember binge watching a lot when I was a kid. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. When the professor accidentally spilled some chemical X, out came the Powerpuff Girls, using their superpowers to fight evil. This show may have gotten away with some gory imagery and some dark episode moments, and some fun ones too. The animation still holds up, and the film was good too, but no one likes to talk about the reboot one. The next show was Ed, Edd, Eddy that aired on January 4, 1999. I don't think I remember that much with the show or the episodes, but it was a fun show to watch, as well as the animation. It is about three boys who do crazy stuff in the neighborhood. Up next is Courage the Cowardly Dog that aired on November 12, 1999. Similar to the Ed show, I think I've seen a few episodes from this show, plus the Slap episode. It's about a dog named Courage who's trying to save his owners from monsters. I'm surprised they actually made a crossover with Scooby-Doo. On Friday nights, when kids are done with school, Cartoon Network does this special event marathon that's been a popular tradition ever since, before they stopped doing it. Knowing I left out a few 90s cartoon hits, I don't think I remember watching them, but the 2000s is pretty much loaded with some childhood memories. Years ago, in 2001, a monster known as Aku attacked the town, scaring people. But a brave samurai warrior stepped forward to Aku. When it seems that the samurai was about to win, Aku tosses him to a future where the samurai has to escape from, a future that is Aku. Samurai Jack that aired on August 10, 2001 can be watched on HBO Max, and unfortunately the only surviving Cartoon Network show on there from 2000s. While I remember a few parts from the show when I was little, last year I rewatched the show to keep up with some episodes I probably never saw before. Plus, there was this rated R season that helps with the continuation after it got cancelled in 2004. Knowing Season 5 wasn't that much of a rated R season, besides the gore, Season 1 to 4 was very good at that time. The animation, the storylines, if you remember episodes, you name it. Like Cow and Chicken, shows like Evil Con, Grimm are going to show up in Tubi in the future. For now, the only three shows from 2000s, alongside some DC Comics, are on Tubi. First, you got Codename Kids Next Door that aired on December 6, 2002. Was about a group of kids fighting supervillains, adults, and teenagers. When it was on HBO Max before, I binge watched it, same with Jack, to see if there were episodes I never saw before. The show still aged well with animation and some fun episodes too, plus the movie. The next show was called Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends that aired on August 13, 2004. This show was about a kid who has this imagination friend named Blue, and knowing he's older, he takes him to a house full of other imaginations, and they just hang around and have fun. I know I've seen some moments from the show. It's been a while since I've seen it, and the animation looks great still, and yeah. The next show was called Ben 10 that aired on December 27, 2005. This show right here was one of the best shows I remembered the most, alongside its sequel shows, films, and video games. Pretty much it's about a 10-year-old boy named Ben who tags along with his cousin Quinn and Grandpa Max to fight villains along the way. I might rewatch this show again, maybe when they put out other shows on Tubi. They haven't really confirmed it when they said they'll put out 100 cartoon shows that are on Warner Brothers Animation, Hanna-Barbera, but yes, a very good show to remember. Well, that's basically all of the shows on Tubi. I'm going to save the DC shows for another video, but Transformers the animated series is also on Tubi, while the original Star Wars Clone Wars show is on Disney+. For the rest of the 2000 shows that I remember seeing or never have saw before, I'm hoping that they'll one day enter on Tubi or Paramount Plus if the merger between Warner Brothers and Paramount is done. When it comes to the shows from 2010s, some are still on HBO Max while the others are on Hulu. I have seen some like Adventure Time, Regular Show, and Amazing World Gumball, but I'm pretty much fell off from their seasons and haven't really watched Cartoon Network ever since, or the biggest cartoon show, Steven Universe. Nothing much wrong with those shows from 2010s, I just grew out of it, and Netflix and YouTube were like the two popular streaming apps I've been watching since high school. Plus the acquired programming shows like the two Lego shows, Mad, Total Trauma Island, and a few Looney Tunes and Scooby-Doo shows. And that is it for this video. What are some of your favorite shows growing up from Cartoon Network? Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye! If you enjoyed that video, please subscribe, share a like, ring the notification bell, and check out other videos in my channel too. Thanks for watching. Bye!